Hello, I'm Milford Thomas, and today I'll be interviewing poet Allen Ginsberg. Allen, hello.
Glad to be here, Milford.
Who is Allen Ginsberg?
I'll be honest with you, Milford. Allen Ginsberg is America. Allen Ginsberg is everything that is everything that is everything that is America, yippee-hoo-ha. When you walk down the lonely streets at night and you say, hey, who's that guy on the streets? That's Allen Ginsberg. That's me, because I am that guy. Even if it's not me, it is me. Allen Ginsberg is the flower that you see when you're walking down the road and you look at it and you just want to smell it and pick it up and put it in your mouth. That you want to do something with that flower. But Allen Ginsberg is also the butterfly that is attracted to the flower. And Allen Ginsberg is also the bee that's around the butterfly, that's around the flower.
Where do you get your ideas?
My ideas, oh, they just come to me. I don't know where they come from.
Tell me about your friends.
Yes, I'm very close with all my friends. There's Jack Kerouac, whose name I think is absolutely fantastic because, because it rhymes. It's Jack Kerouac. And when you say it and snap your fingers, it sounds really good. If you play the bongos and say it. I don't have bongos with me, Milford, but if I did, it would sound like this. Ba-da, Jack Kerouac. It's a really, really great name. And then there's William S. Burroughs, who, when I got kicked out of Columbia for one semester, took me in and let me stay at his house. He's a wonderful person, and I owe a lot to William S. Burroughs. And my good friend Neil Cassidy, who, well, I'm just going to be honest here, Milford, I love Neil Cassidy in a sexual way. Because I'm a homosexual man. I'm Allen Ginsberg, and I'm gay. And I'm proud of that. And if you read my poems, I think it's pretty obvious that I'm gay. That's one of my main things in my poems, is that I'm a gay person.
You're members of the Beat generation. Can you tell me what that is?
Yes, we're all part of the Beat generation, or at least that's what we've been called. And the Beats is about emotion. It's about freeing yourself from your conscious mind. It's about saying, hey, rules, I see you, and I'm not going to follow you. I see that period there at the end of the sentence, and you know what I say? No periods. It's about poetry that's free and writing that's free. The Beat generation is about emotion, and it's raw, and it's fresh. You see what I'm saying? It's this, you know? It's when you do this. Hey, man, I'm just going to say whatever I want. I'm going to do an impromptu poem here for you, Milford. It would go something like this. It would go, oh, America, you look so good at nighttime when I'm walking through you. America, ha-hoo-ha, dibba-dabba-doo, skip-up-ba-dow. That's how I'm feeling right now. Do you see what I'm saying? It's coming from me to you, direct transference. And that's the Beat generation. Did that poem make sense to you? No, it probably didn't. But guess what? I felt it on the inside. That's what I was feeling. And you can't say no to raw emotion. And that's the Beat generation. It's passion and emotion.
Who inspired you?
Who inspired? Well, Walt Whitman, of course, was a great inspiration to me, and the way he broke the rules of poetry is fascinating to me. I mean, he's the kind of man who said, I like poems, but I don't like rules. And that's the kind of person that I am as well. Plus, I will be honest, Walt Whitman inspired this beard. As soon as I saw Walt Whitman, I said, that's the kind of beard for me. And so I've grown this, I would not say in honor of Walt Whitman, but I'm proud to have a very similar beard to him. William Carlos Williams was my mentor growing up, and he's the one who really taught me. He freed my poetic voice. He said, hey, Allen Ginsberg, I'm reading your poems, and they're not very good. Tell me how you feel in poetry. And he taught me that poem wasn't about method and form, it was about emotion and feeling, and he really, as I said, freed my poetic voice. And of course my friends, Jack Kerouac certainly has taught me, write from the unconscious, and that's a method of writing that I really take to heart. And if you read my poems, I feel like you can see that. And finally, a while back, I had this vision of William Blake, the poet, and we were in my house, and he was reading to me. He came to me in a vision and read me his poems, and then at that time, the whole universe sort of closed in on itself, and it came and it said to me, everything makes sense now, because William Blake is reading me poetry. And so William Blake, certainly, even prior to seeing him in a hallucinatory vision, he was a big inspiration to me.
Alan, thank you for your time.